Let me tell you about a 12-year-old girl whose life was forever changed by the generosity of her community. She was a daughter of a mom who fled a civil war in Guatemala and found herself an undocumented immigrant with a small child in the United States. A mom who had language barriers. A mom who did not know how the school system worked in the United States, yet worked double shifts in hopes that it would help her family succeed. At her school, the band teacher had a smile that welcomed the girl and made her feel like she was the most important girl in the world. She desperately wanted to learn to play music. Knowing that larger instruments were the most expensive, she chose the clarinet so that her mom might be able to afford the rental fee. Her instrument made her feel more important because she was part of something bigger than herself. For the first time, she found a place where she knew that she belonged. After the first year, her mom broke the news that she could no longer afford the rental of the clarinet. Her heart was broken. When her teacher, Mrs. Flores, found out, she decided to take on the monthly payments because she saw something in this student. It was this gift that changed the course of the student's life forever. She excelled not only at the clarinet, but her belief in herself and her ability to succeed skyrocketed. She went on to college and is standing before you today. Thank you. That student is me. My name is Berniz Constanza-Terpstra, and I'm the Kent School Services Network Community School Coordinator at JR Ford Academic Center. Kent School Services Network is a nonprofit partner of the schools that helps students and families access needed resources, from school supplies to food, from secure housing to a sense of community. One of our biggest partners in our work to create a community of learning at Ford School is the Student Advancement Foundation. At Ford, every day, I look straight in the eyes of the students and see how their emotions change day in and day out. I share their struggles and their successes. Some of our students come to school filled with anxiety, facing many daily obstacles. Others are simply trying to cope with things happening around them that are beyond their control. I see students who are energized because they have been looking forward to going to art class, or maybe on this day, they have the opportunity to play the violin or trumpet. For others, it's a game day where they have the opportunity to compete athletically at the sport that makes them feel like champions for the first time in their lives. Let me tell you about a day at Ford. The morning starts with Daniel, a first grade student who is absent again. You and I know that coming dressed for success at work increases our confidence and results in a job well done. Now imagine for a moment that you cannot attend school because you didn't have a clean uniform to wear. Last year, Daniel, a respectful, kind young man, was that student. He didn't want to get in trouble for not having the proper uniform. At our school, we teach our students that school is their work. They come to the Ford School to learn, work together, and prepare for their future. Although Daniel's family was trying hard to save the money to purchase school clothes, paying the rent took priority. So instead, he chose to stay home, missing school and falling behind. But Daniel's story does not end there. Through the Student Advancement Foundation's Principals Fund, we were empowered to purchase school uniforms for Daniel. This was a seemingly simple act, but with a profound result. Today, Daniel has a new demeanor. He is confident as he walks through the doors with his head held high, proud to be a student with nearly perfect attendance. Now my morning at a Ford Academic Center starts with a smile from Daniel, now a second grader, as he marches in ready to learn. My afternoon includes a stop in the library, where I'm proud to watch a class of fourth graders diligently researching information for their science project. One group of students are watching videos on the library's iPad, explaining the process of photosynthesis. If it wasn't for the Student Advancement Foundation, they would not have iPads. They would not see things come to life in full color. Our library is fully equipped thanks to the generosity of our community. And after school, well, as you saw in the video, I'm also the coach for sixth grade volleyball. Let me tell you, it's no joke. Imagine being the leader of a group of middle school girls who look up to you to teach them what you know about your favorite sport. Thoughts running through my head are, I thought I just explained this. How do I teach this girl how to get the ball over the net? How can I give her the confidence to believe the ball will not smash her in the face? Yikes, I think to myself, what did I get myself into? But then on game day, I see my girls, Madeline, Shamaya, Samira, Tamara, Mayaja, Talisa, Autumn, and Armani, owning their school day. They are strong, they are invincible. They feel like champions, and they are. I know that feeling, because it is how I felt every time I pulled that clarinet out of its case. Imagine for a moment if our schools couldn't offer band or orchestra. Imagine for a moment that our students could not attend school because they did not have a clean uniform to wear. Imagine for a moment what our schools would be like if we didn't have access to a vibrant library. And imagine what our community would miss if deep childhood friendships weren't developed in youth sports. I know firsthand that playing in the band and on a sports team were huge contributions to my success. If it wasn't for Mrs. Flores stepping up and saying yes, I would not be here today, making a difference in the lives of children just like me. The Student Advancement Foundation invests in my students at Ford, and each day I see how lives are changing because of this investment. I'm confident that every penny that is invested in this foundation is breaking cycles and creating the future of our great city. You are their Mrs. Flores, and the seed you sow today, it will nurture our students, establishing a foundation that will allow them to stand tall and strong no matter what life hands them. Today we have the opportunity to invest in their and our futures. Thank you for joining me and making it a great day at Ford.